Um, you're welcome to this short meeting. The meeting is taking place between me and Petar of CAPP. CAPP is Center for Advanced Professional Practices. He is the marketing director, and the sole aim of CAPP is to deliver excellent dental continuing medical education in the Middle East and beyond. He will be speaking about the activities of CAPP and what CAPP can offer dental technologists across Africa. He will be telling us a lot about the training opportunities, the meeting opportunities that are available in Dubai and in Singapore, the hands-on that are also available for dental technologists to further enhance their professional skills. So I will be leaving you with Peter to start his presentation. This presentation is very important to us, and as a matter of fact, we will have a lot to take home with his presentation. So, over to Peter now.
Yeah, thank you for this warm introduction. So again, my name is again Peter. I'm currently based in Dubai, but I'm originally from Bulgaria. And yeah, our company has been in Dubai for the past 16 years, and we focus solely on dental education. That includes dentists, hygienists, but as well as dental technologists, or like we call them here locally, dental technicians. So just to give you a brief overview of what our company does is we focus a lot on conference and exhibitions, again, strictly related to dental. The conferences are scientific, and we do also specific events for dental technologists. On the exhibitions, we usually have the largest companies in the dental industry, such as Ivoclar, Vivadent, Dentsply, Sirona, GC, all the companies that you're also working with locally in Africa, I am sure. We also do a lot of different hands-on training courses, meaning these vary from 1 day to diploma programs. And basically that means that usually in the morning there is a lecture by a visiting professors here either in Dubai or in Singapore, and in the afternoon there is a hands-on training, so that can be anything from posterior waxing or anterior waxing or whatever that might be depending on the topic of the particular hands-on course. We're also the owners for the Dental Tribune. This is the largest dental newspaper in the entire world. There are 96 publishers around the world. There is also one for Africa, for South Africa, and we're responsible actually for the Middle East and all the rest of Africa except South Africa. We also do a lot of different events from various companies, and one of the most important things I want to mention, we're American Dental Association accredited company, which means that all the activities that we do, they receive CME credit hours. So to continue on the next slide, so basically I've tried to outline what is the most important for the dental technologists in Africa, and what you might be specifically interested in. So I will just go through a little bit more details of these 4 points. One is, like I mentioned, the Dental Technologists International Meeting, which happens in Dubai every year. The other one is in Singapore, which just happened, and that happens every 2 years. I'll also show you some of the hands-on training courses that we do for dental technologists. And also I will give you the links to the Dental Tribune, specifically to the lab section, which is again specifically focused on dental technologists. So to go into a little bit more detail for the Dental Technologists International meeting in Dubai, like I mentioned, this happens every year. So the next edition is on the 4th and 5th of May of 2018. This is part of the 13th CAPP and Digital Dentistry Conference, which is aimed at dentists and dental technologists. What happens throughout this conference is that there is one full day of lectures. Usually these are lecturers coming directly from the headquarters, either in Europe or in the USA. Just I've given you also just a quick view of the last dental technologists meeting that we had. We had Mr. Yaman Shaban from Germany, Vanik Kaufman from Switzerland. You know, they talk a lot about their dental technologists themselves, and they speak about topics related to dental technologies. Also in the after, so this is the one day. It's usually strictly again lectures in a hall. It's visited between 500 to 600 dental technologists from the regions and abroad. And one day we have what we call the roundtable clinic trainings. I just would like to show you a few pictures because the pictures is 1,000 words. So basically what happens, we have about 6 to 7 companies like Circumsan, like GC, like Dentsply Sirona, like Ivoclar, Vivadent, and also other local and international companies, and special presenters from the region and abroad present their products. And they also teach the dental technologies how to use them. So it is strictly, it's quite a lot of hands-on that you'll be using the different materials of the companies, and then you can change from table to table. So you don't have to strictly stay on one table, but you do, for example, 1 hour with Circumsan, then you can move to another table. So usually you can go between 4 to 5 tables per day. This we find something that works very well, because obviously, you know, you might listen to a lot of lectures, but again, touching and feeling the products and getting to work with them works very well for everybody, both dentists and dental technologists. So this is already part of the conference as well. Just on a few other pictures from our previous roundtable clinic trainings, where, you know, for example, we had Pre-Shave, they show different CAD/CAM softwares. We have Circumsan with different waxing techniques and different waxing materials and composites, etc., etc. So it's quite interesting. We had Mesa from Italy. It's a company, they do alloys. So it's yeah, it's quite interactive and works very well. We do the similar thing in Singapore as well. That just happened a few weeks ago. So the next edition will be in 2 years from now. And the other important thing is, if you decide to attend this conference and this roundtable clinic trainings, there is also exhibition. So the exhibition, like I mentioned, basically there are the largest dental companies in the world, so they show the latest technologies and materials available on the market. This is just a screenshot from the last conference, just to give an idea of some of the companies that are usually with us. These are just the sponsors, but you get the gist. Like Amanbing, Gearbag, Vita, Pre-Shave, etc. You'll be able to see the latest CAD/CAM and digital dentistry software. The last opportunity that we have for the dental technologists is, like I mentioned, we're the owners for the Dental Tribune for the Middle East and Africa. So I've provided the links here where you can sign up for free, meaning that you basically receive newsletters every 2 weeks with the latest news. And we have a special lab section, which is again strictly for dental technologists, where you can find the second link in that slide. We update that quite often, and you can read, about the latest material, the latest developments, any regulatory news related to the dental world. Yeah, I advise you. I mean, obviously this is free. You can do that from distance. I think it's quite valuable for anybody that wanting to develop themselves in the dental technologists world. So the Q&A, as this is not a live session, I'm sure you'll be able to have more live trainings. But you'll be able to ask me questions. I can give you my email address. Maybe I can just spell it out. It's p.dollmea@capp.com. If you have any questions, you can write me, and I'm sure there will be other channels in which we can potentially connect. And again, you're most
thank you,
welcome
Peter.
to
This is
join
very
any of
interesting
our conferences,
opportunity to
hands-on
know more
trainings,
about
or
CAPP,
join for free
and my
newspaper
colleagues out there, I believe when they're watching
in
this
order
video, will be
to
able
develop
to
yourself further in the
see
dental
and hear a lot
technologist
about
world.
what
Thank you
CAPP
very
has
much
to
for your
offer
attention. I
for their
appreciate that you
professional
spend the time
development.
with us to go over
As a
this
matter of fact,
presentation and meet
I will
me
enjoy you to
virtually.
type
I wish you a
your
very nice day.
email address in the chat box, which will be available for anyone to see, rather than the way you spelled it out. If you place your email address in the chat box, that will be easy to copy. I really appreciate your time with us, and I believe that my colleagues will be able to take advantage of these training opportunities. I want to ask, because you did mention that it is possible in one of your meetings to move from table to table while the companies that came to make some demonstration about equipment and material do their demonstration. Now, I know this is part of the component of the meeting, and how practical are this presentation? Do they really allow participants to try their hands on some of these materials or equipment while they are demonstrating? I cannot hear you.
Okay. Yes, so I was saying that
something must be wrong with the microphone.
Yes, I heard the question,
I can hear
so
you
I
now.
will just try to answer
Yeah,
it.
can you attend to the question? I can hear you
Yes,
now.
absolutely. Everybody gets to work with the materials and the equipment. There are only between 10 to 15 people, which spent about 1 to 1.5 hours on every single table. And the whole idea is that basically you get your hands-on, and that's why it's called also hands-on, on the materials and the equipment that the companies are presenting. This is in their advantage as well, in your advantage, that you get to use that. So, for example, you'll be able to do anterior or posterior waxing. They'll provide you with all the materials and tools required to do that. They also bring furnaces that you'll be able to use. They bring alloys in which they show you how you can even melt them and all the rest. You'll be able to see, for example, 3Shape. They were presenting their CAD/CAM technologies. They have the software with the computer that you can test. You have the scanner. You can use the scanner on your teeth. Everybody gets to do that. So yes, it is quite hands-on, and everybody gets to use that. Yeah.
Okay, I foresee some constraint here. The constraint is that every of these activities, these practical hands-on sessions are going on simultaneously, which means one will be limited to the number of tables you can move to. Or are they in a are they in succession, or they take place simultaneously?
Yeah.
I just
so
want
the
that
way
to be
this
clear to us.
day is actually scheduled is that everybody gets to be on every single table. So the table clinic trainings are only 1 hour each. The whole 1 to 1.5 hour. The entire day it's about 8 hours. So you're able, basically, people rotate. So you'll start from table 1, then you can move to table 2, etc. So basically all of the groups, they rotate. So you get to, if you would like, you get to experience every single table with every single product. We always schedule time for that, and most of the people do that. So it's on a rotational basis. So you don't really have to select what you would like to hear. You can go throughout all the tables, and the presentations are exactly the same. So it is just, there is one presenter. If we have 8 different groups, he does the presentation 8 different times, and the hands-on 8 different times.
Okay, Peter, I think I got that very well. I would like to know too, you didn't talk of the financial commitment to participants. Is it a free meeting that the participants just need to make their way by flight and get there and attend
the
everything
dental
free,
technologist
or
meeting,
it has to be paid for? Can you make that clear?
It costs roughly about 150 US dollars. That is for the 2 days. That will include the certificate and the coffee breaks. However, the exhibition is free of charge. So if somebody would like to come to Dubai, just basically go through the booths of the companies, see and hear the latest. They can also do quite a lot of hands-on on the booths with the companies, because the exhibition is quite interactive. That is entirely free of charge. Obviously, everybody needs to cover their flights and hotel, which we can support with. We have a special team basically doing travel and accommodation for our delegates. So we can help with that. We have a very special preferential rate with many hotels in Dubai. So again, the exhibition is free. If you would like to attend the scientific program and the roundtable clinics, these are paid, and they're about $150. Regarding the newspaper, which was the last slide, again, that is entirely free of charge, and there is no payment whatsoever for that. It is strictly news section there.
Okay, Peter, that's interesting. One of your opportunities that are available to us, you talk of hands-on training courses. What level of are they certificate, are they diploma, or they're just certificate of participation that is available to participants in some of these your hands-on? Yeah. Is it just in Singapore or Dubai, or do you hold them in other areas? What are the opportunities too that are available to, if they are certificate or diploma courses, what is the opportunities that are available to proceed on further postgraduate training? Because this will interest us so much in Africa. Can you speak about this?
So these are usually post and pre-conference, meaning that, for example, in May in Dubai, in Singapore in August, there were different topics and different speakers every single time. They're usually 1 to 2 day hands-on courses. For example, we had a hands-on course with Mr. Michel Temperani in the last meeting, which was on the silicates. So this was a 2-day hands-on course, which is separate from the conference. So this happens either during the days before or after the conference. We usually offer 3 to 4 different hands-on courses, and the topics for May are to be announced in the next month. So this is one side of it. After that, you just receive a certificate of completion of that particular course with CME hours from the American Dental Association and the local authorities here in the UAE. Regarding your question for certificate and diploma programs, unfortunately, we only offer these for dentists at the moment. We do have dental technologists who are interested, to join. We have restorative and aesthetic certificates, we have restorative and aesthetic diplomas, which take about 2 years. They're modular based, meaning that every 3 months a person needs to come in Dubai and do a physical training. But again, we've not yet started something like that for dental technologists. These are pure for dentists, and in the near future we're looking to start a program for dental technologists probably in the course of 2018.
Okay, Peter?
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, the last part of what you said now, there was a break in communication. I didn't hear that, so it sounds like you said you have plan for data technologies in future. Will you try to let us know how soon and what kind of plan for dental technologies?
So again, the hands-on training courses are available. They'll be announced in the next month for the May meeting, for the international meeting. For the diploma and certificate courses specifically aimed at dental technologists, we're looking into starting something with the British Academy of Restorative Dentistry at the end of next year. That requires a lot of planning. We need to do also a lot of additional investment in our own training center to make it tailor-made for dental technologists. So probably that will be announced at the end of next year.
Okay, I want to also suggest that you make your email address available in the chat box because this is going to be recorded, and people will be able to see it specifically. So you can type your email address there and other contact addresses that will be necessary, that viewers of this video will be able to relate to it after
yes, absolutely.
this meeting.
Chat box.
That will be fine. Yes, yeah. Okay, you've talked of certificate and diploma programs, but you said specifically they are for dentists, and for technologists is still being planned. That's interesting. We look forward to that, and by God's grace, my colleagues across Africa, we are dental technologists in 6 African countries now that are in a group, and we are expanding to ensure that we cover most of African countries. This group is very passionate about dental technology, and we're looking forward to opportunities to do training. I can tell you that one major problem we have is postgraduate programs in Africa. We found out that going to Europe, a lot of costs are involved. That has been the hindrance for further training in dental technology. I believe that if you can put forward for us some kind of program, some modular program that can give working dental technologists the opportunity to attend courses in modules over some time, not as high as the cost as that we are familiar with in Europe. I believe you will see so many people trying to, register for your programs. That is what I found out over the years that has been the hindrance, the cost of participating in meetings, and the time also. So if you can schedule a program that can lead some postgraduate certificates that will be in modular form, where those who are working can participate and come occasionally to do some programs, that will be fine. That we culminate into a postgraduate certificate or diploma. That would be fantastic. This is a fantastic opportunity. I see that CAPP is doing very well for dental technology and for oral health in general. I really appreciate your time, and I believe that by the time some of my colleagues listen to this recording, they will equally be very happy to
thank you very much for your time.
meet
I really
you
appreciate the invite
and have another
I
webinar
hope
with
to be
you.
in touch soon.
Thank you, Peter. Okay, so I have your permission to share this across our social networks so that others who are not in this meeting could listen to this recording again. Do I have your consent? Okay, great. So thank you for your time, and I look forward to another meeting with you when we shall be having a larger house to listen to you and to respond to your presentation, ask you questions, and for you to answer the questions.
Yeah. Have a nice day.
So much. Thank you so much, Peter, for your time. Bless you. Yeah. Have a lovely day. You too.